All right. Got the link out on Twitter. Boss Page, what's going on, man? How are you, brother? Saw the Magus vid was very good. Awesome. Glad you enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it. Let's see. Here we go. There we are. Oh, no shirts on the floor. Remind me I really need to go ahead and do some laundry this weekend. What's going on, everybody? I'll say up front, I don't know how long this stream is going to be. I am tired as all hell. And it's Thanksgiving weekend. I don't want to stress myself out. So, don't know how long I'll be streaming. But wanted to at least get a little bit of progress on our murder case. So, I figured I'd jump on. My head hurts like crazy. My head feels like a melon about to burst. Ooh, did you take some Excedrin? So, Hal, what's going on, man? Glad you're able to join the stream. I've really enjoyed your Pathfinder vids. Thanks, they're very helpful. Thanks, man. Thanks. Glad you found some value from them. I've really enjoyed making them. Really enjoyed making them. And I'm really happy with the way the ranking all the classes has been going thus far. You know, obviously, I've never done anything like this, trying to rank 199 freaking classes. And so it was difficult trying to figure out how to do it in a way that would actually be valuable for folks. But it seems like people are enjoying it. How long ago did you take some Excedrin, Boss Page? Okay. I want to know about the widow. So, she's next to Francis Barr. Okay. What's this? There we go. Tomas, what's going on? Fine by me. Gotta go to the AGM for my political party in a few hours anyway. What's AGM? Hmm. Hey, Mahler, you see my son? I saw him running from the Abbey this morning, actually. That fucking rat. That layabout was asleep when I went into the fields. He told his mother he was sick. He say anything to you, like where he was going? He told me to eat shit, actually. God damn it! How many times have I told him? "Urgh." Must be his mother's influence. He sure as shit didn't learn that behavior from me. If you see him again, will you tell Cat? Who's Cat? Oh, his mother. Okay, fine. She's driving me crazy about it. Yeah, they're helpful. I wish someone like you had put them out before I got to Kingmaker. I was flailing in Kingmaker. I just didn't understand how much stuff worked. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to when I could do a series like this for a game that just came out. Maybe Midnight Suns will be that game, or maybe not to Baldur's Gate. But it's going to be really interesting having that discussion. You know, because of course the game's been out for like a year and a half by now. Most people have already moved on to other stuff. I'm looking forward to having a discussion like this, a dialogue like this in another game at some point. 20 minutes ago. Okay, so that's not long enough for the extension to really have gotten started working. Just give it some time. Fella, what's going on? Glad you can make the stream, man. How are you? Otep, what's going on? Hey, I'm just reading the dialogue. What's got a word? There ain't a thing in this world that doesn't worry my wife. Martin's no exception. That boy's always running off, always comes home, too. Doesn't stop her getting hysterical about it. I'll let Cat know if I run into him. Good. Until later, Mahler. Until then. Annual general meeting. Got to decide who's going to be our Baraka's treasurer, secretary, etc. until the next few years. Awesome. Okay. Hope the meeting goes well. Now, oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting to Rogue Trader. I just got Midnight Lounge, something about need, needing money. Nice. I enjoy Midnight Owls, even though honestly I'm not really big on DLC that is combat oriented the way that one is. But I enjoyed it for what it was. These wood carvings are quite curious. Who's home? Tilia, there we go. Well, if it isn't the Rotten Baron's new best friend. Got done with some work, just chilling now. Awesome, awesome. Abandonment, what's going on? How are you, man? Hi, dear. Oh, you're home. Awesome. Well, if you're home, you got Chipotle? If so, I am hungry. Go ahead and bring it. I'll eat it while I stream. Afternoon. I'm glad to find you in such a good mood. Ha! City boy. Think you're so clever. What do you want? You must be bothering me for something. We've never really talked. I thought it time we get acquainted. No one wants to talk to a surly old widow out of the goodness of their heart. No, I know your type. You want something from me. What is it, boy? Spit it out. I had a young man come to entertain an old widow out of simple Christian charity. Tell the truth. If you insist. I was hoping you can answer some questions about Baron Rothvogel's death. Man, he is so... Continuing our conversation from the last stream, this dude is super loose-lipped about the fact that the Baron is dead. It seems like that's the kind of thing that the Abbey probably wants to keep on the low until it absolutely has to come out. Oh, is that what all those bells were for? My, what a blessing. Not the first time Persta's answered my call. You want to know what I think? I'm glad he's dead. I hope whoever killed him gets the abbot next. Maybe burns the entire abbey to the ground. Hi, beautiful. Okay, thank you. What is this? Oh, peach orange. Yeah, say hello to the community. Hello, community. Chips up the ground. All right, y'all. This is gonna be my first stream eating because I'm absolutely starving. Hey, you okay? Everything good with you? Okay. All right. Love you, darling. This is gonna be my first stream eating because I'm absolutely starving, and I got to. This is what it is. All right. I'm familiar with the Xeno rays, and they said the chance for squats are low to include, but I hope they come in DLC or something. They literally fit the bill. I don't care much what they did with the squats. You all keep mentioning squats. What are squats? What does that mean? And that's all I have to say about it. The life of an innocent man is at stake. One of the elderly brothers. Can you spare a few minutes? Why? Oh, yeah. You think I care about what happens to some old monk? Idiot. Kill them all. See if I care. Every agent of the church should die. Damn! Where's this anger coming from? Is this something I can help with? No. Well, maybe. Don't suppose those skinny arms of yours can hold more than a paintbrush. She wants chores done? Butcher, what's going on, man? Yeah, Philip, it is. I got Chipotle. What y'all got? Space Wars. So I don't think any party members have been announced that are above that race, right? I don't have one near me. Closest one to me is like an hour and a half away. Oh, man. That's rough. No one is supposed to open close by, but it's not open until December. So advanced their tech is almost magical. Until it's just a ray of sunshine. Man! I don't give a damn about them old monks. Wow. I'm not as strong as Otto, but I can lift things in retight places if that's what you need. Sorry, my wife needs a bottle opener. It's on my keys. One moment, please. No problem, Don. All right. Not often someone offers to help out old Attilia. Fine. You do some things for me. Maybe it'll jog my memory. But it's going to take a while. Lots of things been building up. Things I'm too old to do. You got someplace to be? So. Oh, pizza sounds great, Philip. And then April Fool's this year, they announced Squatch were coming back. The day after, they did a second announcement to confirm it was actually not a joke. Nice. Yeah, he's an awful secret keeper, boss. I don't understand. So instead of Chipotle, I'm stuck with Taco Bell, which I'm honestly fine with. I love Taco Bell. That's just good. I'm going to DoorDash Taco Bell. I love those Dorito tacos. Fantastic. And when they had the grilled cheese burrito, that was great too. Do I want to? I kind of want to study the body, but I wonder if there's actually even a right answer in the game. All right. I've always got time for you, Attilia. Follow me then. She's no flirting back at all, huh? Handsome young men think they're so smart and clever, like I can't see right through them. Okay, cool. Been needing to collect some firewood, but I haven't been able to muster the energy. Do you often have a difficult time gathering wood? What does that mean? I'm an old woman. Everything's difficult. No one's around to help me, not since my husband died. Now stop yammering and get to work. This light won't last forever. Oh, picking up sticks, are we? Most of this felling is for the Abbey's renovation and firewood. The town can only gather sticks. No, it's Thursday. You better change that before Thanksgiving. Come on now, hope you have a nice dinner plan. I get the feeling there was never a right answer in this game, much like Dragon Age. What you mean? There was definitely right answers in Dragon Age, okay? What's his name? Her father? He had to die. It is what it is. There's right answers. I will devour me a crunch wrap. The Dorito tacos are my favorite. The chicken quesadillas and nachos are pretty good. My wife gets the chicken quesadillas, and she's got our daughter into it. They're the trees Odo's been felling for the abbot. Rob, thanks for the $10, man. I appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hope everyone is doing okay. I'm doing fantastic, man. Hope you are too. Appreciate the donation. Break off that branch there, the big one. I know Attilia feels like she's been wronged by the Abbey, but the wood does still belong to the abbot. If we're caught stealing it, my investigation to Lorenz's murder could be in jeopardy. If the abbot finds out I helped Attilia steal from him, he can make finishing my masterpiece difficult. No, the murder. But if I refuse to help Attilia, she might not tell me what happened between her and Lorenz to make her hate him so. The way she's yelled at him the day he arrived, it must have been serious, but serious enough to kill him? Perhaps I can make her see reason. These trees belong to the abbot. I can't risk being caught stealing from him. This is our forest. The people of Tassing were here before the abbey was. This forest is ours. Just because some piece of paper somewhere says this land belongs to the church, we can't use it? The people who care for it? Fuck the church. Fuck the abbey. This land is ours, and damn them all to hell. Damn! I'm afraid Bavarian law doesn't share. Yeah, she don't want to hear that shit. I'm not about to get in trouble with the abbot just so you can have your petty revenge. Or maybe she does. That sounds better than the other one. I'm afraid Bavarian law doesn't share your unique view of property provenance and transference. Both of these options suck. Can we get an option that makes her try to see reason? I picked the persuasion option. Why don't I have an option to persuade her? You haven't played Disco Elysium? I highly recommend it. The only game I had played where I felt like there really wasn't a right answer was Disco Elysium. Again, that absolutely is the right answer. Communism. Communism is the correct answer, sir. English food, you have to hold on tight. The last time I went to England, the only good restaurants I found were run by non-natives. Interesting. All right. I should know. My fondness for the institution surpasses even my love of my own mother. What? You speak with the devil's tongue to say such a callous thing about the woman who carried and bore you. But we're not yet through with our chores, so I'll say no more. Oh, okay. All right. I guess you went along with it. So, Argo, what's going on, man? How's work been going? I'm sure they're working you like a dog. Sadly, can't stay to watch since I have to work tomorrow, right? But I hope you're doing well. Have a good Thanksgiving. You too, man. Take care. I want to agree with her here so much. Disco Elysium medieval version. Absolutely. I can't use all these sticks. They're too big. You need to break them down for me. For a common lady, you certainly have the mien of a noblewoman. What was that? Sure, break the sticks. Got it. I need the right side at a certain length, so break them and forget the leftover scrap. Huh? Probably get different choices depending on some past choices. I assume so. I assume that's how I felt about you are not named. We had the best Indian food. Yeah, that Indian food was amazing. Okay, I decided plenty with the church and the nobles, so probably close some choices here with this lady. That might be a possibility. As an Englishman myself, English food is great because it's not like America where you have an incredible breadth of options. English breakfast slaps, so I damn are. Yeah, I keep hearing about that. Some sort of Ireland breakfast. The name of it escapes me right now. But I've been told before, whenever I go to Ireland, make sure I have it. Where should I break them? I know when I see it. Now get snapping, boy. What? A plus D? She doesn't know how long she needs it. It's too big. You're not listening. What? I suppose that one's fine. Okay. I need these smaller so they'll fit in my hearth, Andreas. This one is too big. I don't need a club, you buffoon. That one should do nicely. That one's too big. Good Lord. Really? I suppose that one's fine. I need these smaller so they'll fit in my hearth. Fine. I might be able to use some of these. Now come help me back at the house. Are you sure this will be enough wood? What if there's a cold snap? I want to be thorough. Perhaps we should get more. It will have to be, won't it? Unless you mean to come around again. I'm an old woman living alone and summer is coming. Soon I only need fuel for cooking, not warmth. Don't worry yourself, boy. I'll be fine. If you say so, but I worry about you living alone. Anything else in this house? No. Okay. Your work is always rough. Yeah, I figured as much. But hey, it's good to be employed, though. And I'm sure them extra overtime checks are nice. Hey. Oh, yeah, Butcher, we went to Abu Dhabi and Dubai. It was awesome. It was awesome. I wouldn't be surprised, Demas. Witchcraft indeed. To beat the neighbors away. Nah, well, it keeps flashing though, even however far you get along the stick. So you can't use the flashing as a barometer. You just have to listen to what she says and then break the sticks according to what she says. Three, what's going on, man? What's going on, Meep? Yeah. She just need a little bit. I figured it out. We should be fine now. Butcher. I want to go to Tokyo because I've heard they've had like really, really weird, interesting food that you can't get anywhere else. You know, like weird types of things that they like to cook. I want to go to India because I love Indian food. I want to go to Mexico. Again, I love Mexican food. Um, I want to go to Cuba and have some of those Cuban sandwiches. I want to go to Africa, have some like authentic African cuisine. My wife and I, we actually love to travel. So we've been to quite a few places, but we still want to do more. So we've been to Mexico several times, but it's always like at an all-inclusive resort. So I haven't been to like real Mexico where you could go to a Mexican restaurant and actually really experience the culture. So I still want to do that. We're in Mexico. We've been to what is that freaking place called? It's escaping me right now. But yeah, we've been to Mexico, Abu Dhabi, Dubai. We've been to Rome. We've been all across the United States. What is that? What are those freaking islands called? The name is escaping me right now, but it's these islands that we've been to multiple times. We took a cruise to the Bahamas. We were on a Disney cruise. We took Simone on a Disney cruise. It was fantastic. I have some mementos from Rannick here. Who's Rannick again? The late husband of Attilia. There we go. They've gone crooked and I can't reach. Could you hang them for me, Andreas? Easy enough. And please, be careful with my pictures. Some are very fragile. I would hate to lose them to your carelessness. Really, lady? Think you can hang those papers on the table? I can't reach. There you go. That looks all right. So excited for Saturday. This doesn't seem like my type of game, probably the art, but y'all are great company, so here I am. Always happy to have you three. What's happening on Saturday? I'd actually recommend Spain for food. Barcelona and Madrid had some banger food. My wife and I, we went to Paris. While we were in Paris, we went to a Spanish restaurant, and the food was incredible. It was like they had like the this fish and meat on top of a bed of rice, but they did it in a way where all the juices and seasoning for the meat was just dripping all over the rice and stuff. It was amazing. It was amazing, and it was huge. They gave like a big thing of it that we were all supposed to share at the table. That's one of the best dining experiences I've ever had. Most of Southeast Asia has unique food if you go to the right places. Sam, what are the islands that I'm thinking of? That next place you're supposed to go. It's two of them. Me too, Butcher. Me too, Butcher. I hope I get to do some more traveling. That land also has some pretty distinct food when I went there. Thank you for hanging those. Just one thing. Remove the cross. Oof. Are you sure about that? Don't you gainsay me, boy. What Ottilia's asking of me is sacrilegious. Is it? She could be forced to face a church inquisitor if someone found out. I might as well simply for aiding her. It's a worn old cross and it graced the home she shared with her husband. If I destroy it, she might regret it later. Could you wait? A church inquisitor might see that nobody would know that the cross was up there, right? Like, wow, that's kind of cray cray. That if you take down the cross off your wall, an inquisitor might come. That's wild. And whatever she says, I don't believe it's a cross. That's her problem. There's something more there I've yet to uncover. Taking the cross down might only cause her more pain in the long run. But if I anger her, I might miss out on information about Lorenz's death. Perhaps I could convince her to put it somewhere out of sight so it won't torment her. That might be enough. What do you plan to do with the cross? Destroy it, of course. Damn! Punta Cana. There we go. Dominican Republic. There we go. Punta Cana. And there's one other Dominican Republic place that we went to. But yeah. Oh, it was a Portuguese restaurant. Yeah, that was incredible. Incredible. Then I guess I've never been to a restaurant from Spain. I'll have to try that out. Had a lot of those like group meals where you share a large dish. Me and my ex ate so much while we were in Spain. I will have to try it out. Mistakes were made. Fun mistakes, but mistakes nonetheless. What are you into this time, Tariq? I mean, I'm a homebody, and like many French people, arrogance is one of my faults, especially in the kitchen. Nope. I love trying new things. Even if I don't like it, hey, I tried it. Yep, the food was amazing in Rome. Rome was such a fascinating dining experience too because they have a lot of things there that I love here in America, like pizza and bread and things of that nature. And so it's done so much differently there, though, compared to the way it is in America. Like in America, the pizza is really all about the toppings. It's all about the cheese and the meat and all the great things you put on top. Whereas when you go to Rome, pizza is really about the quality of the bread and the sauce. And the toppings are really kind of an afterthought. So it's still fantastic, but in a totally different way. Really, really enjoyed being able to understand more about that culture. The church never did anything for me and took nearly all I had. Why should I be made to venerate it? What did the church take from you? What does it matter to you? Just take the thing down like I asked. Perhaps I could just move the cross to where you can't see it. I understand that you're angry and hurting now, but you might regret destroying it later. It's such a nice cross made from nice wood. Oh, so my previous decisions come back to bite. Also, because I'm an orator, I got close and I could show concern for her comfort, but she really, really didn't like that I wouldn't get that wood. I don't give a shit what it's made from. Damn. French bakeries, nothing better. My first ever job was cleaning a library first thing in the morning. It was across the road from a true quality French bakery. Spent half the money I made there. Completely worth it. Interesting. You know, we didn't really get to try out a true bakery. We went to like a diner, and honestly, it wasn't all that good. Weirdly enough, I feel like while we were in Paris, the best places we ate were not actually French. So we definitely want to go back to Paris. In fact, my daughter is crazy about seeing the Eiffel Tower. She really, really wants to go. So we'll go back there, and I'll be sure to visit a French bakery and actually try to look up what are some famous French restaurants that I should really, really make sure I try while I'm there. I love Greek food. They have a local American Greek restaurant near me. It's spectacular. Awesome. Remember that tabletop RPG where I was playing the chaotic, stupid werewolf? Yep. I just now said it 3. Yep. Glad to read your message. Our national pride. Lion has better food than Parisian cuisine, at least for me. Interesting. Pah! If you won't remove the cross, then you're useless to me. Damn. So I did all that work for nothing? I'm assuming she didn't mean for me to hang this note. Remember your husband, the pain he carried like Job, the red bird flies. A tense chapter. Where did this note come from, Attilia? No idea. I found it on the table last night. Maybe some scrap from a book Rannick liked. I can barely read it. The writing's too fancy. Keep it if you want. It means nothing to me. Oof. Got one last thing for you to do if you're willing. A legal document. I need you to read it. The words are too small for my old eyes, and my reading's not too good. Nothing would delight me more, Tilia. Of that I have no doubt. Let me see here. Standard introduction. This document shows, etc., etc. Here we are, the meat of the document. It says, ooh. Due to the recent death of Rannick Kemper, his lack of heirs to inherit, your inability to pay fees on the land, your property is forfeit to the church. That said, this is all very suspect. I did not complete my law degree, but I smell something rotten in this letter. There are questionable assertions in here. Do you have any documentation on Rannick's lease agreement with the Abbey? No, never seen anything like that. I didn't think the lease was with Rannick. My family's lived here for over 100 years. If that's true, it's quite likely the lease is with one of your father's ancestors, not Rannick. If that lease allows for partition of the land, you would have the ability to allow others to farm here in exchange for payments to you. Psst. Joanne and Franz Barr never would. They want this land for themselves. Who's little Peter? There's always the Gertners. If not them, the Pfeiffers or one of the other families near the mill. That could work. I've never had any problems with the Gertners. In any case, it's clear that the Abbey is not being truthful about the existing lease on this property. It seems they used Rannick's death as an opportunity to try to change the existing lease to something more profitable. Yes, Rannick's death. This is all the fault of that monster, Lorenz Rothvogel. If he were alive, I'd kill him myself. May he boil in hell for all eternity. I think it's time you tell me what happened with the Baron. Rannick, my husband, he caught that Rothvogel devil riding through our property and told him rightly to leave. The Baron beat my Rannick for it, beat him so savagely that he took a cane to walk. Even his breathing pained him. Never could breathe deep so long as he lived, which wasn't long at all. Good God. That Baron was the worst kind of man, careless and cruel. He knew he could beat my Rannick and suffer no consequences, so he did. We were not even so low as animals to him. We were furniture. And I knew after Rannick died, the church would try to take what little I had left. This document only confirms it. All because of Lorenz Rothvogel. You know, that's a pretty compelling reason for you to have killed him. Ooh! We gonna say it directly to her? See, we probably shouldn't have even come to kill. This is why I hate playing games where you can't save. Because now I'm rethinking my whole decision to talk to her in the first place. Like, okay, so I know all this and I have my motive. Do I really believe, though, that she went into the Abbey and stabbed this dude to death? Not really. Damn. I hate games where you can't save. It is always annoying. Yep, I'll definitely check out the bakeries next time. Ghosts would read the Reaper and the Mortal and the Underworld. They were researching ways to free me from my pact in Underworld's library. So, the Belosus blinks out of existence, Andy. That's awesome, 3. Jason, what's going on, man? Happy Thanksgiving. Glad you could join the stream. Rob, appreciate the donation, man. Hopefully everyone votes for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous with the Labor of Love Award. Absolutely, absolutely. I put that out as a community post on my channel. I would absolutely recommend, if you've enjoyed that game, that you go ahead and reach out and try to make sure that they get at least some recognition. I don't think Outcat has gotten nearly the credit that they deserve for how amazing a game that really is. Awesome, Abandonment. I know it's not Chipotle, but I hope it lives up to your standards. No, you can't save. You can't quick load your way to perfection. A true RPG has imperfections of choice. Now take that hell. Thank you so much, Nemesis. Really appreciate you hammering that hell home for me. All right. You said yourself you'd do it if you could. Who's to say you haven't already? Finally, some honesty from you. This was the real purpose of your visit all along, of course. I'm an old woman, Andreas. Even walking from my bed to the door pains me. How can I kill a man in his prime? Not that it matters. I'm sure I'll take the blame for it anyway, just like I'm blamed for every runny nose and thrown horseshoe around here. The people in town can't wait for me to die, and the Abbey vultures hate me for my contempt of them. None of it matters. I don't care what happens to me anymore. Damn. Thank you for your help, boy. You're the only one who's come calling since my Rannick passed you, do you know? Now get out. I need to lie down. Toxic, what's going on, man? Investigating murders over here. So she dug herself out of a grave, as that's where she found herself. She woke up with a hunger. We didn't know if she was a ghoul or a vampire. We made that with her. So she has to keep us with a free and awful either to break all the mortal. always rough when you fail to roll. Vampire. That was the price of my resurrecting her. Hey, there are worse prices to pay. At least she's still able to walk around. Hey, this seems to be the biggest problem with this game. They are going for the replayability thing with not being able to get all the decisions being stuck with mistakes. Exactly. It's annoying. 6 quesadillas, 3 crunch wraps. I think it'll be okay. Wow. Yep. Sounds like a good meal to me. Wake It, what's going on, man? How are you? Glad you could join the stream. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm at the same point to make a different decision. See what happens. Would take ages with the speed the game moves at. I'm not even, and I wouldn't actually write this over because I want to go play through the game anyway. But I'm just talking about in general. Of course, I was glad to help. And now it's time to eat. Okay. I should find someone to eat with. Ooh, wait, what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. So, what are my options? You want to eat? Mahler, you should come to supper at my table. I like that. Lead the way. Wait, did I promise anybody that I eat with them? I don't think I did. Legit, when I did QA for a certain CRPG and they asked for feedback, I said add a hard mode with no quick saving. At the time, they didn't dare. The world was in F5. Catch you cheat by making a backup on the game cloud and a second backup from a separate folder. That's what I do when I play Dark Souls. Probably, but I'm not getting into that deep into it. Ooh, did she kill the mortal three? She felt the stream guilt and ran, leaving the mortal bleeding out on the porch. And the Reaper finally takes this moment to ask more holiday to have romantic tension. Wow. I haven't eaten all today, so I'm starving. Mistakes are the game. Mistakes are choices. Yeah, Boss Page. I felt like the body wouldn't really tell me who did it. It just tell me how they did it. So that's why I want to talk to a person. Probably should have talked with the guy that he was arguing with. He's a more likely murder candidate. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. 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 You're a respectful man, Andres. Your parents disciplined you? I had 2 older brothers to do it for them. Must be nice for your parents having so many able sons, which I had their fortune. We just have to make do with what the Lord gives us. Isn't that right, Cat? Damn! That was misogynistic as fuck. You can copy or save every autosave from the folder, but that defeats the purpose of the design. Exactly. Even though I hate games that don't let you save, if they've decided that's the way they want to do their save, I don't find ways around them because I'm like, okay, this is the experience you want me to have. So I should try that at least once. Unless I just decide it's too annoying, and then I'll just stop playing the game. Hello? We're blessed to have a son. It would have been a greater blessing to have more. That is my failing. Good Lord. Did you say something? You asked me. The trick to well-behaved children is a firm hand. That was crazy. Spare the rod and spoil the child. That's what the Bible says. The Bible says a lot of things. See, this is the other thing that's hard about this. Like, I thought I was going to be playing this as somebody who was on the side of the Abbey. But man, apparently that doesn't seem like it's going to be the case. But do I feel that way? The Bible says a lot of things like no, that's a little bit harsher language than what I would use. Hmm. Hmm. Well, it also depends on how he says it and how he's saying it. Is he saying that the Bible also says you should treat your wife better than you are? Probably not. Say nothing. Wah. Maybe if Wolf cried less, Martin would have felt the need to run off. Oh, stop. Come on, bro. I'm sorry. I'll try to keep him quiet. Wah. This goddamn racket is giving me a headache. There you go, sweet boy. Finally. It's too goddamn cold in here. Cat, you'll get some firewood after the meal. Cat'll get some firewood? Bruh, what purpose do you serve? Yes, of course. Only. What? You got an excuse now? Little tummy ache, need to lie down? I worry Attilia will come back. The widow Kemprin, has she been bothering you? I found her collecting firewood on our land. I asked her to leave because I pay the goddamn taxes on that firewood. Woo! More just woke up just fine in the hospital, man. My character ran away. Man, I was going to attack her best friend. I was real notice slid into, slots like high school lockers. That's hilarious. For all we know, fertility problems don't come from the woman in question, but for the man. This is a fact. I had to get out my 10-foot pole. Man, this is as awkward as every family dinner I've had with my ex-parents. This is awful. Man, it's rough. It's rough being in the same room with someone who you personally feel like abuses his woman and talks to her in a way that tears her down. Like that's a really really hard thing to witness. Like I had a person honestly who I felt like was a friend. I consider him to be a friend. I hated the way he talked to his woman. Hated the way he talked to his woman. And I talked to her about it. I was like, ma'am, this is not love. And the way you are being treated is not love. But you can, if the woman decides that, hey, I'm going to be good with this and I'm going to stay in this, what can you do? But I'm looking at this like, this is abuse. This is it's not physical abuse, but it's still abuse. He's basically using you as his verbal punching bag. Like, you don't have to endure this. Well, I already know Mike Fresh. Mm-hmm. I'm glad I didn't try to tell the widow to work with this dude. My stepdad was like that guy, France. Wow. That had to be rough. Is punching not an option? Not one I've seen. And she shouted at me quite forcefully. She's going through a difficult time. Soon she'll have to forfeit her home. Well, that's not my fucking problem, is it? If she wanted to keep her house, she should have had a few more sons. Say nothing. Cat did. Why couldn't that old bat? You tell him, Cat. Good Lord. Wah. Sorry. Come now, little bear. It's all right. You're a good boy, aren't you? There, you're a marvel at soothing him, Brigida. I have many opportunities to practice, I'm afraid. I wasn't done speaking. Good Lord. Of course, I'm sorry. Good Lord. Now, you tell him, cat. Tell him how you chose to have a son and did. It's going to be that kind of game? Good Lord. This is why we can't have nice things playing in the background. To be fair, my ex's parents were basically arranged. They barely saw each other most of the time. Interesting. I got you. So not exactly a happy relationship. If people only choose the best outcomes, then you don't really have a game with replay value. You just have an Elder Scrolls experience where you can be all things in one playthrough. I disagree with that. In Dragon Age, you can save wherever you want, but no matter what your playthrough is like or whatever or what ending you get, you don't have an experience where you can be all things. You have to make choices, and then you deal with the ramifications of those choices. And Witcher is another game that lets you save wherever you want. And oftentimes, the decision that you make, you don't actually see the ramifications for them until 10 hours later. So these experiences that give you the freedom to freely save and go back if you so choose, but at the same time, there is consequence of choice, and each playthrough is going to be different. So it doesn't have to be that way. This is essentially forced replayability, where I want to see different choices because it is literally impossible for me to go back. Even if I decide, hey, I don't like the way something worked out. And any developer, they have the right to make the game however they want to. Me personally, it's a design that I don't particularly care for. So was it a kid? What's going on, James? I'm not sure yet. I don't know. We're still investigating it. And the ghost now vampire gland of the mayor's son, and I have to create a new character. Stuff at three options. One, the Karen Hound, a ghost dog, back from the dead. Ooh, after his and there. They lost a loved one and they want to make sure nobody else goes through that. Oh, so the hound is essentially a good guy? Fish stew sounds horrible. I prayed daily for a son, and then I had Martin. Good Lord. That's right. Just as I told you, you and Hetty both. My brother's wife can make the Lord hear. That old witch could have done the same. I hope Martin's all right. He usually comes back by now. Shiftless, good for nothing malingerer. He better come back so I can beat the pants off him. Joanne would never let his boy get away with this shit. My brother knows how to raise an obedient son. Speaking of malingering, we've all got work to do. Enough sitting around. Two or three? I'm not doing we should just be off. So the question is two, three. He's going to know how I feel with three. I think I'm going to go with two. I think Slandered point is in games like this, you don't know what the consequences are, nor does it give a clear indication of what the problem for one of your choices would be. And that's a problem. With no saves, there should be some sort of indication what choices have big ramifications. Four, leave. I'll go with three. All right. Thank God. What was that? Just thanking the Lord for a fine meal. See yourself out then. Let me talk to the wife. Let me give her some comfort. Cowardice. Mike, yeah. Yeah. That was rough. He was a rough one. Let's go break into the library. Was this way? Mm-hmm. No, whoops. I should have went that way, apparently. Drucker House. Mm-hmm. Ooh, meadow. Mm-hmm. 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 Jesus, France is huge. Okay. It was. I don't remember how to break it to. Yeah. Yeah, that was Martin's dad. I don't remember where we go to break into this freaking thing. Where was that library entrance? Prioris's house. Okay. Camera, what's going on, man? Shrine. It's not the shrine. It's not the general church either. Cloister. Cloister. I think the cloister is where? That's the infirmary. Aquarium. Large garden. Courtyard. Refectory. Church. Dormitory. Kitchen. Cemetery. Wasn't it the cemetery? The crypts? Right. The crypts. How do I get to the crypts? That's the animal pens. This is not it. Wonder if you can murder people in this game. The interest is in the crypts. Okay, but how do I get to the crypts? Mm-hmm. Scriptorium. Church. Mm-hmm. There wasn't anything over here, right? What is that? Brother Gerhard has been dead for quite some time. Why is this grave disturbed? They're not gonna let me answer that question? You go from the main church. Oh. Okay. Church. Oh, that's right. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Mateo is the Abbey's curator. What does that actually mean? Monk responsible for making rounds in the Abbey to make certain everyone is where they are supposed to be, doing what they are supposed to do. If he sees me, he'll kick me out. Meep says it's a map. I don't remember there being a world map. I'll have to look at that. I understand your point, but what you describe is specifically how they want it to be. Very similar to LA Noire. You can make decisions that result in less optimal choices. And I'm good with that. Like, that was actually part of the fun in Witcher. Like, I would make a choice and I'd be like, ah, shit, I don't like the way that worked out. All right, well, I guess I'll definitely do something different the next go round. But I don't know. For some reason, that mechanic feels different from me than I literally just made a decision and I don't like it and I can't go back 5 minutes to try to do something different. That like makes it feel worse. You basically only have the option to replay the entire mission in of itself. It allows exploration and choices, but it wants the choices to matter rather than being the one you never take. I can understand that. I can understand that. And like I said, I'm going to be looking at this from the standpoint of the entire experience. I'm not going to let one thing decide how I feel about the game. I have to keep out of sight until he's passed. Good thing is he can't see well. Library. If I go up these stairs, it's going to take a while to find the records I need. I'll lose some time tomorrow morning unless I turn back now. Library. Three, hyena. Definitely the hyena. They gave the guy with terrible eyesight the job of watchman. That's what it sounds like. Oh, only one thing to look at? Okay, fine. What's this? De Hebris Cambria. The writer is Catphellus of Salopia. I don't believe I've heard of him. Mugwort and Butcher's Broom. I'm not familiar with their properties, but they sound extraordinary. A beautifully illustrated book, and the author appears to be speaking from his own personal experiences. A wonderful hidden treasure for the Abbey. I'm so confused. Oh. Oh, there we go. Interesting. I didn't realize there was a whole other section here. What do we have here? I'm at the in-game world map. I think it shows the connecting areas. Oh, I'll check that the next time I'm outside. A bifolium taken from a larger text. The Mysteria Astra? I'm not familiar with it. Some sort of astronomical text. Seems rudimentary, explaining the connection between astrological signs and the elements and their basic relationship to alchemy. Each sign is governed by one of the four elements. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are the water signs. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo are earth signs, and so on. Cuts off there. The next page is about something else entirely. Sister Illuminata must be trying to reconstruct the larger text. Those 2 pages were interesting enough, I suppose, but quite basic. Wait, that's the connection between the astrological symbols on Fenric's cipher and the elemental symbols on the Volvel. If I turn the wheel to the element that matches the sign, I can decipher the note he left. Excellent. This is most curious. Historia de Labyrintho Laborum. Account of the Labyrinth of Books. I wonder what secret text could be hidden in such a place. I'll have to see if I can borrow the book when I have some free time, if Illuminata allows it. Top floor? Okay. This looks promising. The familiarities of the Sisters of Curacao Abbey. Yes. Ooh, this should be interesting. Soror Illuminata. Named Angeline from the Capocci family in Perugia. It looks like they have some connection to Curacao through an old abbot, Rudolph. Her family donates money to the Abbey every year as well. This note says Sister Matilda left the Abbey for several months. Why would she go to her hermitage? Seems strange that she's the only entry with such a note. The dates, 3 years ago. This was just before Father Matthias died, which means it was around the time Baron Rothvogel visited. I should ask Sister Matilda about this. Maybe Mother Miss Cecilia as well. Mother Catherine was the first to enter records, it looks like, almost 50 years ago. Sister Hildegard from the Golderich family in Ravensburg, quite wealthy. It looks like she became the prioress after Mother Catherine. Sister Cecilia, Adelheid. Oh, this is Mother Cecilia's record. Wait, she's from the Welser family? They're one of the most powerful families in Augsburg. It looks like her family donates a lot of money to Curacao every year. More than my family sees in 10. Sister Gertrude from Hoth, the herbalist, yes. Her father is an apothecary. That explains it. Why isn't it giving me? Sophie from Burgett's. Her family is poor, but they donated flour. Lisbeth Oblate. She's from Utrecht. It looks like she had an eventful life before coming here. Married with a child. Both died. Her merchant family has some connection to Kursal through the Kaufmans of Rothenburg, Older Tabar. Sister Margaret. Oh, the blind girl who assists Gertrude. She went blind because of failed surgery on her cataracts. Wealthy peasant family. They donated wool and a pasture in Kreml. Sister Zidna. This should be good. They donate a fortune to the abbey. No wonder Mother Cecilia and the abbot let her behave as she does. Interesting. Talk to Cecilia or Matilda. Whoops. All right. Uh-oh. Oh! Holy shit! What in the shit? What am I going to do now? Just wait for them to finish and leave. It can't take that long, can it? You should speak with them openly, in good faith, as men of reason. Run for it. Go, go, go. Oh, shit. Oh, what should I do? Sacrilege. Oh, so that's why the man with poor eyesight was on watch duty. Now it all makes sense. All right. Nah, that could take all night. No clue what their sexual appetite is like. Run for it, go, go, go. That's what a thief in the night does. I'm not a thief. You should speak with them openly, in good faith, as men of reason. It could go badly. We're both in an awkward position. What they're up to is dangerous business in a few ways. They won't be happy about me being here. I have to choose my words carefully. Oh, snap! Santa gave me for the first time. Oh, snap! Never seen him like this in the game. except Dragon Age Inquisition. I take that back. All right. Just a little patience? Nah, I can already tell. If I take that option, I'm gonna be standing here all night long. Yeah, you have to read. It has gesture options. The gesture options is basically the dick move that's all about yourself. So it's like, hey, just do what you want to do. Fuck those other guys. I'll talk to them. You know what? I've got the persuasion I took the persuasion background for situations like this. Come on now, it's gonna work out. I'll talk to them. We can work this out. Is that kissing noises in the background that I keep? We'll come to another. Cause see, if I break for the stairs, they might see me anyway. So yeah, we'll come to an understanding. Oh well, hello. Come on, man. You're supposed to be more charismatic than this. What? What are you doing here? It is 3. There he sometimes recommends like jokes and says things in a funny manner. So he is a jester. Andreas, what is the meaning of this? Did you follow us in here? Oh, come on. I don't get a persuasion option. What should I say to them? This is a delicate situation to be sure. They're understandably concerned. If their tryst is discovered, they could be expelled from Curacao. Maybe worse. One of y'all mentioned burning at the stake. I'm sure that was happening back in these days. Tell them the truth. You're looking for clues about the murder so you can save Piero's life. They'll probably be sympathetic. It will be clear that I didn't come here to spy on them. Matteo might be suspicious, but I think I could convince him. I don't care what you two are up to. That's between you and God. I didn't mean to alarm you. I came looking for clues about who killed the Baron. I know Brother Piero didn't do it. Someone else from the Abbey or the town has to be responsible. Ballspace, they will kill you. Hey, if it comes down to this, I ain't worried. Neither one of these dudes look like bruises, all right? I just came back from France. I'm about that life, all right? We can do it if it goes down. You know Piero's a good man and a pious monk. I can't let him die. Oh, good. I can't believe Brother Piero could I'm sorry. It's just so shocking. I pray that God will deliver mercy to Piero and bring the true culprit to light. I am glad you are doing what you can to help him. It's difficult for the rest of us to act, given the abbot's opinion. Andreas, how does skulking in the library help you prove Brother Piero's innocence? I'm not sure. Do you know why Sister Matilda was sent to a hermitage? I do recall a period she was absent, yes. One day she was just gone. I don't know why. I don't normally concern myself with Mother Cecilia's business. I've never spoke with her, but Wolslav told me that she was sent away to a hermitage for her health. Rutger! Why does Wolslav know about Matilda's whereabouts? They are both cellars and have reason to go to town on behalf of the Abbey. Just as you have more contact with Sister Illuminata than I, Brother Wolslav has more contact with Sister Matilda. In any event, I wish you good fortune with proving Brother Piero's innocence. I trust you will keep all of this to yourself. This. Ooh! So I could... I could have... See, when you only... This is why I like voice acting. When you only have the text, you can't say the tone. Like, I want to say all of what? I never saw anything and walk away. But that's probably not what this is. This is probably explain yourselves. I saw all that smooching that was going on. I want you to tell me what it's about. So long as you do the same, to me it comes off like we were both doing something wrong, so let's both keep each other's secrets. But I just said that I'm investigating Brother Piero's murder, all right? I have good reason to be here. What good reason do y'all have for what y'all doing? But we gonna go with the first one, so long as you do the same. Of course. I will not say anything to the others. We should go. Good night, Andreas. Aw. I hope I didn't ruin their night. You all can get back to what you were doing. I'm gonna go back to my affairs. I'm a little disappointed that I chose the revelry background, but it seems like everybody's getting some except me. Like, when do I get my opportunity to have some fun? In that case, I'm going to buy this game. Hate the artwork, but I'm going to be a jester all throughout. Makes sense to me. Ooh, someone's interrupted my sleep. That didn't go all the way to morning. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm sure you'd have debated them right into cultural acceptance with your facts and logic from the order background. That's what I want to do. Well, Path of Exile, server down for maintenance. Sounds like pizza time for me. Ooh, sorry to hear it, Philip. You didn't pick rapscallion background, so you aren't a bruiser either. Good point, good point. Mateo's half your height. You just need to give him a quick boot to the glasses. That's what I'm saying. Come on, the other guy don't look like he bad about it either. Would be an agreement. 1, 2 is just agreeing on your end. Yeah. Okay. All right. To beware of small people, more dangerous than you might think. Nah, I'm sticking with the original statement. I'd give him the boot. All right, just punt him like a football. I'm not worried about him. FYI, if you stayed the night, you'd have the option. You know what? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I'm gonna take that as you just fucking with me right now, all right? Because I literally just said, why do I get that sort of option? And I know that ain't true. So we just gonna move on. There's a note on your bed. Yeah, that doesn't look like a pillow, does it? Andrew. Stare at this child. Good morning. Oh, it's not morning. It's the middle of the night, Ursula. How did you get out of bed? Steps. I see. Ha ha. Would you like me to tell you a story? Would that help you sleep? There was once a little girl about your age who was sold with a basket of oranges. This does not seem like an appropriate story for a child, but you know we're going with it anyway. Who was sold with a basket of oranges. Uh-oh. This will be remembered. A man had to pay rent to the king every year. The cost was 4 baskets of oranges. This was in Italy, of course. You don't even know what an orange is. Anyway, the man's young daughter had hair the same color as yours, same as an orange. And the man didn't have enough oranges to pay the rent, so he put his daughter in the 4th basket. Holy shit! He covered her with oranges and sent the baskets to the king. When the king's servants found the little girl, the king told them to raise her as a servant. They called her Arancetta, like a little orange. You don't know Italian, so that doesn't mean anything to you, but it's very cute. Is it? Anyway, as the girl grew older, the king's son, the prince, fell in love with her. But the other servants were jealous, and they gave her 3 Anyway, they were happy together. Is that Cinderella? Maybe that is his pillow. And his pillow, he's so poor, his pillow looks like a little note. God damn, I want this game now. Happy to oblige. I should find someone to eat with. A letter from, oh, that was a note. A letter from Florian? Oh, Florian. Yeah. Oh, damn, he's going to tell me about the autopsy. Looks like there's a note inside. Andreas, I waited for you as long as I could, but I had to perform the examination without you. The procedure was a bit rushed. It's possible I missed something, but I couldn't find a definitive sign of death. I have no choice but to report that the most likely cause is that the Baron was killed with his own knife. Oh, I didn't even consider that. That maybe the knife wasn't what killed him in the first place. Damn. That's what I could have figured out if I went... His disappointment is immeasurable and his day is ruined. The other revelry background doing is getting between Odo and Eva, and I think you ignored it too. Yeah, I did, because I don't like breaking up happy homes. I love the way children are drawn this game. Clementine will remember this. Ooh. I had forgotten about those old Telltale games. I should definitely play The Walking Dead on this channel. We're definitely going to have to do that. Technically, you are trespassing. This is a fact. Yeah, that's true. Can he make up for this mistake later? Was then no. God dog it. Classic children's fairy tales were effed up. Read the original fairy tales, and they're so far removed from the Disney 5 versions. No rants possible with other characters. I want to elaborate more due to spoilers. Okay, thank you for your answer. God dog it. And something tells me there's no videos online either showing the different possibilities. I need a content creator who loves this game as much as I love Pathfinder, who posts videos of all the different possibilities. Wow, you are the first person I know who missed the autopsy. Hey, I like doing things a little differently, you know? Giving y'all some special content that you can't just see everywhere else. You're no stranger to delicate parchment, so I'm sure you can manage it better than I. Hope this gives you something to work with. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. All right. Have a look at this note. Girl. The girl who died in Innocent with her. Martin's chapter. What girl? What innocent? Seems like the note was trying to get the Baron to come to the chapter house. It was the exact same bookhand ink color as the other note I found. I'm starting to think the Baron's murder was orchestrated by someone else entirely. Someone manipulated the Baron and his killer into meeting in the chapter house in the dead of night. This is hardly a reassuring development. Petrax, Key of Solomon, the Heptameron. Prior Fenric keeps giving me all these books. Oh, same book. Okay. I should really clean this up. Why don't I clean this up? Whatever. I did the autopsy first just because cause of death is a very good bit of info to have in a murder investigation. I'm actually taking a forensics class, which is very helpful for this game. Interesting. So looking at where I am now, do you feel like you have more information about what happened than I do? Or do you feel like you just have different information than what I do? Which origin should I go for the hyena? Don't worry, I'll make up the full story myself. This is the last question I have. Bitten by a hyena, cursed Buddha, or hyena pretending to be a human? What is a Buddha? Hello, Andreas. It's nice to see you out and about. Morning, Clara. Keeping busy? Always. If it's not the washing, it's the cooking, the mending, the tidying. I'm gonna lose my head if I count it all. That's before we get to the wool. Goodness, all that wool. Wool? We shirred the ewes last week to prepare for the lambing. You remember the bleeding, I'm sure. How could you forget? My ears are still ringing. Now the wool's all washed and we've got a pile of spinning to get through before the lambs are born. Where will we find the time? That sounds like a lot of work. Surely you have some help? Oh yes, sometimes more than we need. Many of the women in Tassing lend a hand, so it goes quickly. Many hands make light work, eh? Do you enjoy it? You have so many sheep, it sounds laborious. I've never had much of a hand for spinning, so I enjoy the company more than the work. It's rare so many of the women in town are in the same room together. We share recipes, stories, hardships, friendship, you know? Maybe a little bit of gossip, too. You all must know quite a lot about the goings-on in Tassing. We know some, it's true, but Johann Barr is there to watch over us, so things can't get too rowdy. Oh, Andreas, you should come by. Will Eva be there? Wait, which one is Eva? Is that the one who I shouldn't be talking to or the one I should be talking to? Whatever. Eva. Andreas Mahler. That's my name, yes. It was an innocent question. I suspect there's hardly anything innocent about you. Eva's prospects are in Tassing, and that's where they should stay. This family, the town, we need her here. Wink. Completely, Mrs. Gertner. Sometimes I wonder if you are too cheeky for your own good. Now, will you come to watch us spin? I'd like that, thank you. Everyone will be glad to see you, I'm sure. We meet at John Barrow's house. Please come by in the morning or afternoon and speak to John. It's Buddha, not Buddha. I'm dumb. I agree with Camera. What's Buddha? The info is different, but I think because you gather a decent amount from the autopsy, I'd say I have more info myself. Interesting. I went to the autopsy because it's time sensitive. There's another aspect of this investigation I don't like much. Well, I'll elaborate at the end. Well, I feel like it's all time sensitive, right? I felt like if I went to the autopsy, I wouldn't be able to do any of the other things. Was that wrong? Could I have went to the autopsy and then went to speak with the widow? Buddha. Buddha origin. Ethiopian folklore sounds fantastic. Okay, looking forward to hearing it, Cameron. You're welcome, Butcher. My pleasure. 6:30, I'm about to go eat rice with tikka masala pork. Oh, you still got some of that left? Yeah, I talked with Ottilia after the autopsy. Oh, fuck. I thought I had to make a choice. I thought it was the autopsy or go talk to one of those people. God dog it. All right, well, then that was a mistake. Damn. Otto might be there as well. Ah, those prospects you were talking about. Yeah, we'll see. Take care, Boss Page. Glad you're able to stop by, man. Okay, so that's the chick who I'm not supposed to talk to. All right, fine. I should get back to my labors, but it was lovely to see you, Andreas. Take care. Be well, Clara. Andreas, I meant to ask, would you care to join us for a meal? I'd love to, Clara. Thank you. Wonderful. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. We pray that you keep safe the soul of my dear Christine, gone these 6 years. She has missed at this table by her husband and children, but we take comfort that she will be with you in paradise. To Christ our Lord. Amen. 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 Autopsy only happens that one time while you can speak with the widow in a later time slot. Damn. I guess I really might have to play this game again. We'll see. I saw that wretch of a Miller this morning. The bastard had the gall to raise his hand to me in greeting. I should have spat at his feet. Dad. No, how we're going to pay the Abbey's taxes if he raises the milling fee. Maybe you can work out an arrangement that benefits you both. No use talking to that man, not with the bad blood between us. I could try to speak to him. He's friendly with me. Absolutely not. And don't you ever speak to him again. Holy shit. So how did... Ever. I'm sorry, Dad. I won't. I promise. Damn. I'm going to give yourself chest pains again if you keep going on like that. It's not my chest that pains me, boy. Christ, but my back hurts. How are we going to get those fields planted in time? I've been picking up the slack, haven't I? We'll get by all right. His farm works so hard on the body. Why would you ask a dumbass question like that? What in the hell? Look, I work with computers. I type for a living. I don't ask people in labor how their laborious roles impact their body. I know. I'm sitting in an office chair all day, and you're hard at work. All right. Doesn't mean you work harder than me. All right. It doesn't mean your job is more honorable than mine. Some of these people work with their hands delude themselves about that, but it still means I respect what you do, just like you should respect what I do. Why would you ask a dumbass question like that? Christ, don't get him started. Damn right it's hard, of course. Up with the sun, no matter the weather. Out there in the muck and the elements, working my hands to goddamn splinters. To be frank, Mr. Mullet does have that village rapist energy. I've never been on a farm before in my life. Even I can tell farm work is hard. Come on now. Watch your heart, son. You want to leave Claire a widow? Why don't you go see Agnes Stinnerman about a balm for your back? I don't want goddamn women's medicine. Women's medicine? Dad, we have a guest. If Agnes' medicine is good enough for me and Claire, I don't see why I can't help you too. Agnes once gave me a tincture for an upset stomach that was quite helpful. If it's Agnes you got a problem with, Dad, why don't you see your Dr. Stoles instead? Stoles is even worse. Charge you as much as the miller with all the kindness of the horsemen of the plague. The pain will pass. I'll push through, just as I always have. Good Lord, stubborn boy. Why don't you talk to that old soldier up at the Abbey, eh? What was his name? Florian? Florian, yes, it was on the tip of my tongue. Since when are you so fond of the Abbey, Peter? Florian might live at the Abbey, but he's a soldier still. Only one of them worth talking to now that Father Matthias has passed. When was that, eh? A few months ago? You knew Father Matthias? More like Matthias made it his business to know me. Matthias, you know, he was impressed by my age. Thought I must have been blessed by the Lord. Being old and having your health and your mind is a blessing. Getting old in and of itself is not a blessing. But if you've got all the above, you're in really good shape. Want to know all about my life and the things I'd seen. Good man for a monk. Not like that new abbot. Only cares about his coffers, Gernot does. That's the abbot for you. You see Otto up there much, Andreas? The abbot keeps him busy. I had dinner with him in Interest recently. He was working on some repairs to the abbot's house. Did anyone in the abbey have a hello for me? York. What, Claire? I'm only curious. I don't understand. What is he hoping? Stare quizzically at Big York. Forget it. It was stupid anyway. Everyone hating the local miller is pretty period accurate, to be fair. Yo, Slandered, what Pathfinder playthrough should I continue? I got everything except Lich going currently, as that's the one I finished with the Ascension ending. So Lich is the only one that you finished? Well, what matters more to you, mechanics or story? In fact, no. Story-wise, you've already been through Lich, so you've already done an evil playthrough. It's time for a good guy one. So I would say probably Angel or Azada, depending on which one is more your flavor. If you don't care about that and you just want to go straight mechanics, since you've already done Lich, now I assume that means you were some sort of like sorcerer or wizard or whatever. So to switch things up, probably want to be more melee-oriented. So in that case, I really enjoy being like a melee-oriented character and doing a demon run, like my demon Cavalier run as a Zod. I had a blast. I thought that was a great time. So either way, that would work. That too. Go ahead and finish the playthroughs. You'll enjoy it more. We don't often get meals with you, Andreas. Pestering folks around town with questions like you do. You want to know anything about the town? What's the story with Modern Bar? He's troubled, but I don't want to speak out of turn. He treats his wife terribly. Brigitta tries, Lord help her, but he doesn't hear a word of kindness from her that he can't turn into an insult. He's a lazy little thief with no morals and a wretched disposition, if you ask me. He doesn't get it from nowhere. What do you mean? His dad's an asshole. That's hardly an excuse. Does it? He doesn't deny it. Fine, Dad. Don't you take that tone with your father, York. Fine, Granddad. God damn it, York. All this shouting is making Ursula restless. Let's finish our meal in peace. All right. Sorry, Ursula. For lunch, I went Arcanist Eldritch Font. Time to get back to work. Hope we see you the spinning bee, Andres. It's fun having you spinning. All right. For Lich, I went Arcanist Eldritch Font when my demon run is Cult Leader War Priest, so I might continue that one. There you go. Hey, Andreas, you say hello to the girls today? Eva and Claire? No, I mean the chickens, Peter, James, and John. They like it when you stroke their back or give them a good scratch under the breast. You named your chickens after the apostles? You couldn't think of anything more feminine? Maybe the names of pretty girls you know? All the pretty girls I know are married, though. Naming a chicken after another man's wife doesn't seem right. But I hear about the apostles every Sunday at Mass. They witness Jesus' greatest moments of glory and his darkest trials. And I was thinking, that's how it is with the girls and me. They see everything I deal with around here. That makes perfect sense to me, Big York. You have much in common with Christ. Word of advice. Don't mention that to anyone else. Yo, I'm going with the first option. That makes perfect sense to me, Big York. You have much in common with Christ. You're making fun. It's fine. I get it. I'll just call them the girls from now on. I don't recall your family eating eggs. What do you do with all of them? Oh, we sell them to the Bowers. Clara says we need the extra money for taxes. Anyways, I should get back to it. Until later, Andreas. Until then. Hilarious. How do we get up to... God bless you. Joanne Barfar. Alchemist is intelligence, right? Yes, it is. I might go for an Alchemist Grenadier Lich. They put Wrath of the Righteous back on PS4. Well. That's good to hear. Have to go. Good night. Excellent continuation on Pentiment. Thanks, Butcher. Have a good one, man. Glad you're able to join. Remember I was complaining about them taking off? Yeah, absolutely I remember. I'm glad it's back. For real, I hope Big York can live happily forever after. We'll see. He might end up being one of the guys who gets got. I think more than one murder happens in this town. Ursula's adorable, honestly. I swear I seem like I would hate children, but they are lovely. Yeah. I love the way that I agree with the camera. They're drawn really, really nicely in this game. God bless you. I wanted to talk to him to see if I could just get some money, get some medicine from him, and then give it to the other guy. Hello, Andreas. Something you need? I can see you're busy, so I'll keep it brief. I'd hope to ask you a few questions about Baron Rothvogel. No. Why not? I don't want to. You are a grown man. That should be reason enough for you. I saw you shouting at the Baron when he arrived in Tassing. What was that about? Get it through your pebble-stuffed head. I'm not talking about Rothvogel. A man is dead, Lucky, and another's life hangs in the balance. Christ compels us to speak honestly, neighbor to neighbor. God damn it, Andreas. I told you to leave me be. Christ has nothing to do with it. Did you kill him, Lucky? Lucky already told me he didn't want to talk about Lorenz. But it's clear they argued over something important or Lucky wouldn't be so hostile. Lucky is known to be an honest man. Maybe I can push him just a little more. He doesn't seem the type to hold a grudge, right? Though I don't suppose he'll take too kindly to be my suggestion he's a murderer. Nah. Did you kill him, Lucky? Is that why you won't talk about him? I have nothing more to say to you. God dog it. Don't bother me again. He was not being forthright with me, and he seems eager to get away. If I wait here, maybe he'll leave and I can observe his actions. But should I do it now? It will probably take a while. I'll observe Lucky later. All right. We'll be back. Close. Hello, Andreas. Ooh, Thomas. God be with you, Andreas. Ba-ba-ba. I was so furious about that. Yeah. Glad to hear it's all taken care of, Three. Hello, Mr. Mahler. Smitty, what's going on? Glad you're able to make the stream. How are you? Let's see. Yep, Upper Abbey. And then over this way. Ooh, hello, ma'am. God bless you. Matilda. God bless you, Mr. Mahler. May I ask you some questions, Sister Matilda? You know Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men unless it's truly necessary. This concerns the murder of the Baron. Yes, it's tragic, but what does it have to do with me? Why did you have to leave Curacao to go to a hermitage? Baron Rothvogel had an appetite for young women. Neither his marital vows nor the vows of the women seemed to matter much to him. When I was on my way to town one day, he surprised me in the meadow and made his interest clear. Let it continue. I refused his advances. I thought that would be the end of it. This was not enough because he did the same thing the next day. I refused him again. I thought if I was patient, the problem would leave with him. I never thought that the Baron was capable of doing what he did. On the third day, he attacked me on my way through the meadow. He dragged me into the forest where he could have his way with me. I managed to badly scratch his neck. It saved my virtue, but it enraged him. He beat me until he was exhausted, and he left me there in the woods. It's a miracle you weren't killed. Yes, and I thank God for it. Mother Cecilia had me removed from Curacao for my safety until I could recover. The wounds to my body have healed, but the attack has left a lasting injury in my mind. I have to say, this sounds like a strong motive to kill the Baron. I was angry. I was filled with hate, yes, but it's been years. Mother Cecilia and Father Thomas helped me move past the anger to find love in this community. Father Thomas? Yes, Father Thomas is our confessor. We can talk to Mother Cecilia about our problems, but only a priest can hear our confessions. Sister Matilda, did you receive a strange note recently? Yes. How did you know? Others have received notes as well. What did it say? Here, look for yourself. Remember what he did, the violence you suffered, the red bird flies, Matins, chapter. Rothvogel, the red bird. Woo! I found it in my bed in the nun's dormitory. You can keep it if you'd like. Interesting. I'm doing good. I got no complaints at all, Smitty. Yeah, I'm enjoying the game. It's very, very different. Nah, I can't. I haven't played a game like this in quite some time, but I'm enjoying the setting. I'm enjoying hearing about the history, and I'm enjoying the tone of the game. It's really interesting so far. So I'm looking forward, but I'm still early in it, so we'll see if it still holds up as I get further in. Baron Rothvogel was also into raping people. Yo, this Rothvogel guy, we're learning a lot about him after he died. This guy, true scumbag. True scumbag. The fourth was interesting, but no. I'm sticking with the board. In your bed? Who could have put it there? The only people allowed beyond the garden are the sisters. I can't imagine any of them making this. Mother Cecilia and Sister Illuminata have beautiful handwriting, but both of them have been so kind to me. Thank you for your time, sister. God bless you, Master Marler. Huh. Master Marler? Yes, it's me, sister. Do you think Brother Piero really murdered the Baron? Do you? I don't know what to think. Father Abbott says that the devil sometimes enters men and makes them do terrible things. I don't think the devil entered Brother Piero. Do you think the devil could appear here at Curacao? Yes, I suppose. Why? I didn't see the devil, but I think I smelled his odor. The night before the Baron was killed, I woke before matins and I smelled something in our dormitory. It was strange. Moss and sulfur mixed with frankincense and roses. It moved through the room. I wanted to scream, but I was too frightened. And then it was gone. I'm ashamed that I didn't cry out, but I didn't know what to do. I don't know that I would have done any better, sister. That's small comfort, but thank you. Thank you, Sister Margaret. Damn, I should have asked did any of the other sisters smell it. Might have caught one of them in a lie. Oh, hold on. Daily petting. In this context, him supposedly being friendly with Andreas and then putting him on the spot at the dinner in the Abbey starts to make more sense. And a half. I would say this game is very hard to read with the stylized fonts. I turned them on for my playthrough and it just wasn't it. Yep, that's why I went with the regular fonts to try to make it easier for the viewer. I don't know, in my humble opinion, it also makes sense of him being an entitled prick used to getting things his way like an average noble. Absolutely. Is the mystery in this game variable? Meaning, does the whodunit part change on replay? No clue. This is my first playthrough. God bless you. Let's talk to the Prioris. Got anything over here? Nope, you don't. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? I need to talk to you again about the Baron, how you walked away with the sisters. I need to talk to you about Sister Matilda. Matilda told me. Of course. What happened to Sister Matilda was tragic. Lorenz, the Baron, tried to seduce Sister Matilda. She rebuked him several times. So one morning he attacked her in the meadow on her way to town. He dragged her into the woods. Sister Matilda is a strong woman, but her resistance was met with violence. When pilgrims to the shrine found her, she had been beaten so badly she could barely move. My God. Your blasphemy is understandable. Oh, yeah. Whoops. It is understandable. It was beyond shocking to see what he had done. As terrible as the attack was, I knew that bringing it to Father Matthias would put him in an impossible position. The Baron would suffer no consequences, but the Abbot would have refused his continued patronage. I concealed the assailant's identity from Father Abbot and had Sister Matilda taken to a hermitage near Middenwald. She stayed there under the care of sisters until she recovered and could return. How did Sister Matilda feel about seeing the Baron again at Carousel? Andreas, if you want me to tell you that I think Sister Matilda killed the Baron, I won't. Seeing him was hard for her, of course. She defended her virtue from the Baron, but her injuries were severe. Her body recovered in time. Her mind, I don't know if it ever will. She still fights him in her dreams. Oof. 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 She wakes in the night, screaming, soaked in her own sweat. She killed that motherfucker. I don't know if we're going to tell people that she killed him, but she gets my vote. I'm having dreams about you raping me, and I see you again. You gots to die. You gotta die. Come on now. You gotta die. You should go back and visit that shack on the right. Okay. Didn't the Baron beat his husband? Maybe you could talk to her about that. I don't know. We'll see if the option comes up. I'm with you, Toxic. At first I was like, oh, he ain't so bad, but now, whoo. So it affected her, yes. It still affects her. That doesn't mean she wanted to kill the Baron. It certainly doesn't mean she actually did. Sister Matilda is a faithful servant and a friend of Christ. I believe that truly, Andreas. She's respected and beloved by this community for good reason. Very well. Thank you, Mother Cecilia. Andreas, if you want to thank me, do not mention Sister Matilda to the Archdeacon. I do not believe she could have done this. Of course, I'm not going to mention her. God bless you, Andreas. God bless, God bless. Is there something I can help? I need to talk to you again about the Baron, how you walked away with the sisters when he arrived. Given that the Baron was just murdered, it seems worth inquiring about the cause. Why? Do you not trust in the abbot's judgment? It's not the abbot's judgment that matters, but the archdeacon's. All too true, but you must proceed carefully in your inquiries. The abbot does not want anything to interfere with the archdeacon's investigation. That includes you. Then help me. Help you what? Blame someone else for the murder? You know that Piero didn't murder the Baron. It had to have been someone else. I will not condemn someone else to death. Condemnation is for the archdeacon and God, not us. There's no sin in us bringing truth to light. I am simply a nun. Why do you think I can help you? I saw how you reacted when the Baron arrived. You must know something about what's going on. All right. I did have reason to be concerned about Baron Rothvogel's presence. The Baron caused irreparable harm to one of the sisters on his last visit. The damage was severe enough that she had to leave us for some time. Was it Sister Matilda? Matilda told me. We already had this convo, of course. What happened to Matilda was tragic. Oh, it's going to repeat. Okay, fine. Uh-huh. No, I knew he wouldn't. Yep. Yeah, it seems like everyone in town hated the Baron. Sure seems like it. You really don't think the abbot would have taken action against the Baron? No, I'm positive that he would have. In doing so, he would have jeopardized the existence of this community. Try to understand how hard it is for my kind to believe that any man, especially a nobleman, could be held accountable. I'm not proud of what I did, Andreas, but what's done is done. She deserved better than to be shuffled away to a hermitage. You're right, of course. I can only pray that the Lord repay the debt that I incurred. Come on, I already saw this. Yeah, now we know why. Woo! Yeah, if I play this game again, our initial conversation is going to be very different. Of course, God bless you. There we go. All right. Irreparable harm. Hut on the side, he says. Sister Gertrude dries and stores all of her herbs here. That's the only thing I can do in this hut. Unless what you talking about? No. Tassing is lucky to have someone I had to buy it back. Yada, yada, yada. What's this? Oh, convent aquarium. What is this? Painting. Yep. All right. That's all I can do here. Oh, wait. This on the other side is luck, right? Yep. Not for me. Cool. All right. Bip, 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 bip. So let me check this journal real quick. I'll follow him to see if I can learn anything. Yeah, see, this slow going stuff is why I don't like the no quick saving. If you get through repeat conversations quickly on replay, I wouldn't mind as much. No problem, camera. Perry Lorenz beat. Dealt with that. Occult hands. Oh, that's right. So I figured out the occult thing. So do I need... Oh, so I should go back to the scriptorium then. Because... Good day, Andreas. Because that's gonna... No. Actually, I don't want to go back to the scriptorium yet. I want to go to... God bless you, Andreas. Crypt, Tower, Old Bailey, Matthew. God bless you. What was this one here? Sacristy. Okay. Old Bailey. This is what I want. I want... Ooh. There are deep indentations in this parchment. Whoever wrote on the page above it must have been angry. I wonder if I can make a charcoal rubbing of this page and reveal the content of the writing. Van Rothvogel. Man, this is so clumsy. Ah. There we go. Take care, Demols. Glad you're able to make the stream. Hope you have a nice holiday, man. Aha, clear as an Alpine day. It's a letter to the Baron from Prior Fenric. My God, Lorenz was blackmailing Fenric to get him to perform some kind of occult ritual. It's one thing to read books on magic, but few are foolish enough to attempt to actually practice what's written in them. Excellent. Now that I know the connection between the astrological symbols on the cipher and the elemental symbols on the Volvel, Fenric's note should be easy to decipher. No, it shouldn't. Thoroughly confused by what I'm seeing right now. That can't be right. I agree. So wait. Mm-hmm. No. Puzzle time. Yeah, I see that. But I am maybe match the symbols with the triangles. So wait. So at the bottom we have an arrow pointing down. It's water. M A. Now I'm thoroughly confused by it. Oh wait. How do I? First of all. No. Okay. There we go. So that changes the cursor. Okay. Now. So W is supposed to match with air. No, it's not making sense to me. Unless it's just saying that it should be one of the... Top left is how astrological symbols correspond to the elements. That much I understand. So the way I'm reading this is I want to find out what W corresponds to. W is on the map over to the right. Right above it is a symbol that corresponds, that matches with air. That is what that doesn't tell me though is how. Oh wait. So if I want to know what W is, then I should have air next to that section. Air should be pointing down. Wait, how do I know? How do I know which way? Well, if I got nothing, I hate puzzles. I like it sometimes, Toxic. I think the first letter should be matched with air. But how do you know you're matching with air? So I'm going to assume that if air is at the top, that's what I'm working with. So now this second one is supposed to match with earth. So now I'm moving over to earth. And now this next one is supposed to match with what? Fire. Okay. So then this next one is supposed to match with water. And then this next one is supposed to be matched with fire again. And then this next one, air. And then this next one is earth. And then this next one is earth again. And then this next one is water. There we go. Interesting. Gerhard, as in the late brother Gerhard? Yes. Yes! It can't be a coincidence. Hey, Gerhard. Brother Gerhard died sometime last year. How does this connect to him? Is it an anagram using Gerhard's name? Harried, hardier. Where does the G go? God, I'm sure Enoch would know. Maybe it's not an anagram. Let me think. Did he use his name for an abbreviation? That's a lot of letters for an abbreviation. A cipher inside of a cipher, perhaps? I don't know. Let me think. Why his name? And why Higgerhard? It couldn't be Greek. Never heard of an Italian or Spaniard named Higgerhard either. Ridiculous. Let me think. Wait, maybe it's an abbreviation and a name. Gerhard is a name. What's H-I? Hanignana? No. Oh my God. It's so much simpler. Here lies. Here lies Gerhard. Gerhard's grave. I wonder if it has something to do with the Baron's murder. I should ask the abbot for permission, like a record baby. I should ask the abbot for permission to exhume the grave as soon as possible. Someone was in a hurry to get rid of this parchment. Smells recent. Probably wasn't burned more than a day ago. Woo! Occult was definitely the right background. Yeah, I agree, Toxic. That I thought that looked very complicated, but it turned out not. It's weirding me out that guy is just standing out here like this. I feel like he's watching everything that I did. Where is the abbot? I found the burn remnants of her note, but it was written in purple ink with exceptionally fine lettering. The Baron and the nun. No, I need spinning bee. The woman Mina joined Barrow's house just off the commons. I should let Joan know I want to attend. Or maybe Lawrence tried to raise Gerhard from the grave, and that's why we have the ghosts running around. Let's see. Himmer said he would not perform a ritual for the Baron, even if the Baron threatened to turn him into inquisitors in Innsbruck. Where do I find the abbot? I don't think the abbot is going to give you the permission to do that. Hey, anything's possible. All right. Technically, I'm supposed to come to work, right? I assume I would find the abbot in there. Plus, there's that book that was in here. So I want to read that as well. So let me go in here. What's going on here? Won't let me mess with the book. Let's see what Fenric has to say. God bless you, Andreas. Ah, Andreas, what an awful time. Awful time. A Baron murdered at Curacao. These are dark days indeed. Brother Piero, I admit I would have never thought him the type. What could have possessed him? You can't believe Brother Piero would kill the Baron. It's not in his nature. Piero's a half step from the grave. You really think he could have killed a man in his prime? School your tongue, Andreas. A murderer he may be, but the man is still your brother in Christ. Envy and pride inspire men to madness, Andreas, even old men. But you have come to me for a reason. Do you need something? Ooh. Do I really want to get into this? Not yet. Oh, it's in the garden? Okay. We're going to go see the abbot first. Whoops. I didn't mean to go to the dormitory. There we go. What's this? Cellar, dormitory, church, refectory, courtyard and lavatorium, large garden. Which garden? I don't remember this house you all are speaking of. Oh, hello. Andreas. I trust you are abiding by my command to leave Piero and the rest of the monastics in peace. Father Gernot is in a difficult position. Lorenz has played 3.5, taking levels of dread necromancer. He's actually 100% okay. He's just performing in his phylactery. Awesome. He hasn't been at the abbot long, and he's young. The elder monks don't respect him. A friend of the Prince Bishop murdered under the roof of his abbey. It doesn't look good. If I represent a threat to the abbot's authority, he could expel me from the abbey, masterwork or not. I can lie and say I haven't investigated a single thing. Then I may never discover who really killed Lorenz, and Piero will die for it. I should be careful not to alienate Gernot before the Archdeacon arrives. Maybe. Have you made any progress in finding the Baron's true murderer? I am satisfied I have the Baron's killer well in hand. And if I am not mistaken, truth is for the Archdeacon to uncover, not a journeyman artist who is not even a part of this community. There's more at stake here than you understand, Andreas. Given that I am not the Lord and don't have perfect understanding, that may be, but I can't in good conscience let an innocent man face death while a murderer runs loose. Which is why I've come to you with a request. And I have reason to believe there's something hidden in Brother Gerhard's grave, and I'd like to... Fenric is Gernot's assistant. Suggested Fenric might have killed Lorenz might anger the abbot if the two are close. The brothers chose Gernot over Fenric because they didn't find Fenric trustworthy. Gernot might not either. I keep Fenric's name out of it entirely, but then my reasoning would sound rather vague. I have reason to believe Prior Fenric has hidden something in Brother Gerhard's grave, and I'd like to dig it up. Ah, crap. What does that have to do with the death of Baron Rothvogel? I suspect the weapon used to murder the Baron may be buried there. Oof. I can't say it's a hunch. We're going all in on it. I suspect the weapon used to murder the Baron may be murdered there. Baron Rothvogel was stabbed. We know the murder weapon used to kill him. Brother Pierre was found holding it. The Baron's stab wound was self-inflicted. He was killed by a blow to the head. How do you know this? I recall telling you to stay off Abbey grounds after the body was discovered. It's evident to anyone who gives Baron Rothvogel's body more than a cursory examination. Are you suggesting I didn't give the murder of Baron Rothvogel my due attention? You seem to think I don't care who killed the Baron or whether Piero's the one who did it. I do. But I have a role to play here, and I can't be seen to undermine the authority of the Archdeacon and stepping outside of it. Do you take me for a fool? I will not let you exhume Brother Gerhard's body on a hunch. Fuck. What does it matter? He's nothing more than bones now. I'm sure he won't mind. God dog it. He was the brother of this abbey, and he should be left in peace. Just as I would like to be. Leave now. Do not pester me about this again. Damn. Damn. This is going to be a messed up playthrough, I see. Dormitory, cemetery. Cemetery? Where am I going? Oh, church, Old Bailey. I still don't know my way around here yet, really. Okay, well, since that was a bust, if Fenric doesn't already know we've accused him, he'll know soon, so screw it. Take care, camera. Yes, Minnie, that didn't go the way I wanted it to, but hey, what can I do? Black Fist, what's going on, man? How are you? You rushed to the scriptorium and hit something strange at your desk. Pardon? And why were you sneaking about the scriptorium? Well, wasn't sneaking. I dropped a bottle of paint on the floor and was cleaning it up. Why didn't I get a... He didn't even respond to that. I could have left it there if you'd preferred. The floor is rather drab in this scoring. I got more work done while you and the rest of the brothers... I get more work done while you and the rest of the brothers are at church. Oh, no, I could have left it there if you prefer. The floor is rather drab in the scriptorium. This ungrateful wretch. Let us see a common understanding, Master Mailer, as two brothers in Christ. Please, let's. I love to understand things. The scriptorium is my domain, and you are a guest here. And so long as that is true, I do not answer to you, but the abbot only. Is that clear? If you don't mind me asking, why aren't you the abbot? Ooh! It's an elected position, isn't it? Did your brothers not find you fit? That's not. I will not discuss this with you. I've decided I'm pinning the murder on him, so I don't care how things are going between us. I was waiting for this bad end, I guess. Absolutely, I'm embracing it at this point. Well, messed up playthroughs can be some of the most entertaining to watch. Yep, I plan to have a ball with this. Are we done here? I had a few more questions if you don't mind. Be quick about it. I found a strange note in your fireplace. No, I came across an interesting letter from you addressed to the late Baron Rothvogel. What? Black Fist, what's going on? Appreciate the $10 donation, man. Glad you've been enjoying the content. Where did you get that? You shouldn't leave this type of thing lying around. An unscrupulous person might use it for devious ends. Because this doesn't look good. It's not as it looks. He meant to coerce me into performing a ritual to help him with a condition. But I refused, as the letter makes abundantly clear. The line between one who knows such rituals and one who practices them is thin as a spider's thread, Prior. Woo! Some would say it's only a matter of time before the temptation became too much. Do not question my devotion to the Lord, Master Mailer. I am the prior of the Curacao Scriptorium, one of the few of its kind left in Christendom. Modest though the abbey may be, our library contains works on subjects rarely found beyond its walls, certainly not all in the same place. For men of certain academic interest, it is perhaps the only place we may meet and discuss them. I've always thought it's a perfectly reasonable area of study, so long as you avoid certain subjects. It's a rich area for scholarly insight. The Baron's interest was more than academic. When he wished to make it practical, I refused. There is nothing more to it. I see. Now, is that all? I have duties I really should attend to. I had a few more questions if you don't mind. Fine. I found a strange note in your fireplace. It was written in an unusually fine hand. I found others around Tassin with the same hand that seemed to have appeared out of nowhere. What were you doing in my home? I called out your name and thought I heard a scream inside. I feared you were being gruesomely murdered, so I let myself in. Well, next time, don't. You'd rather I let you be killed in cold blood, Prior Fenric? You impossible. Ah! Any person of manners knows better than to go snooping through others' things. I have nothing to hide. Then why burn the note? What was left was difficult to read, but I could make out the red bird, matins. It was a strange little thing I found on my desk after waking up from matins. It meant nothing to me, so I put it in the fire. It wasn't there when you went to sleep? Not that I noticed, but again, Andreas, it was small. I could have easily overlooked it. Surely it's just a loose scrap, but the hand was handsome, you're correct. unlike anything penned by the brothers in the scriptorium, to be certain. How unsettling. Do you remember what the note said? Who has access to your home? Everyone at this abbey. But what does it matter to you? It was just a scrap of paper. I found a similar note in the Baron's effects with Brother Florian while Brother Florian was performing his initial examination. But the abbot ordered you away from the abbey. Andreas, your cavalier attitude towards Father Gernot's commands. But don't you find the coincidence strange? No, we operate a scriptorium, Master Mahler, and house perhaps the largest library in Bavaria. We are washing parchment scraps. They multiply like silver fish between the pages of our books. Are you satisfied now? Do you remember what the note said? No, only that I found the contents nonsensical and disturbing. The remaining legible part read, "The Red Bird." You don't know what that could be? A scrap from some bestiary? I couldn't say. My eyes watch the heavens, not the trees. Although, we do not see many red birds at this altitude. The common robin, perhaps. Or a swallow. But that doesn't matter. I'm telling you, it was nonsense. I suppose that will have to do. Thank you. Excellent. Are we done here? I will leave you in peace. Be well, Prior Fimric. Be well, Master Mahler. Woo! So there's an achievement for seducing Zdena. I can confirm. God dog it. And of course I screwed it up. Oh well. Unfortunately, I think that's all I can do here. I could follow Lucky. I've done everything I could do with the widow. Piece of pay. I've done all that I could do with the occult. Can't look at the book right now, The Baron and the Nun. Notes on Matilda. He was evasive, right. Ah, damn. Lucky, but then who was the other one? There was some other... What was the name? Oh, Spinning Bee. That's what it is. Johann Bauer. Okay, fine. I gotta find them. I vote for following Lucky. I may at least talk with Joanne and see what he says. But then we could end up following Lucky regardless. We'll see. All right, down here. What is over here? I can't remember. Besides this house. Nothing. Okay. And that's the Abbott house that y'all were talking about. Okay, cool. But no, he was in the garden. Okay. All right. Head all the way back to the mill. We've never been to the mill, but I feel like I'm on a time crunch, so I guess we won't start now. Okay, this is to the meadow. This is to the forest. Still can't talk with Father Thomas, even though we learned some interesting new information about him. We're supposed to talk with Joanne Bauer, right? So that's Kat, that's Brigitta, that's France. Where's the Joanne dude? No, there we go. That's the Joanne farm. Does Widow have anything new to say? Let me check with her real quick. You want something? Nope. Nothing new to say. Okay, fine. Let's Go to the farm, see about the spinning, see what he has to say about it. Veronica, I'll see you at the spinning bee. See the skinny bottom of yours. Ooh, what's going on here? Johan's family keeps beehives for honey and wax. Hans. Hey, Andreas. Hey, how's it going, Hans? Keep it busy in the fields? I guess. Uh-oh. Do you like it? What? Farming. I never really thought about it. Dad says it has to get done whether I like it or not. What do you think about that? Uncle Fred said Brigitte might come help with the laundry today. She's Martin's wife, right? She seems nice. She is. Nicer than Veronica, anyway. I wish Brigitte lived here instead of her. Will you have a good time thinking about your cousin's wife? Say, we're not going to do him like that. Say nothing. Until later, Hans. Bye. Hilarious. Andreas, just wondering when you turn up. The Gaggle said you come to watch some spin. Between you and me, Hetty's not about to let you go once she got you in her claws. So I hope you've got a few hours to hunker down and get comfortable. Nah, not today. I'm not about to twist your arm, young Ma. But you be sure to come around before Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, the sass indeed. That was wild. Your cousin's wife. That's crazy. Church and Druckers, right? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for what's his name? Crap. Where do I go to get to him though? Here we go. Andreas. How do I wait for Lucky? Leave me be, Andreas. He's not going to be for, and he seems eager to get away. But wait here, maybe he'll leave and I can observe his actions. It'll probably take a while. I'll follow Lucky now. I'm going to pick every opportunity to be a jerk that gives me an opportunity to be a jerk. Oh dear. Something the matter with Zimmerman's basin? Nothing going on here. Just having a rest. How are you doing? You're looking well. Very healthy. Oh, you're such a flirt. You've been taking a restorative made by that new doctor in town, Warner Stolz. Being a parent is terribly exhausting, you know. Of course you don't, but I'm sure you will someday. Nice man like you. Are the gardeners feeding you enough? You're looking a little thin. Oh, take some of this bread. That should perk you right up. Nothing like bread to fortify the spirit. I've been delivering it to Father Thomas. You know how the father loves his bread. He's quite the bread enthusiast. My favorite customer. You should come by the bakery more often, Andreas. Anna would love to see you. It's so cute when she tries to steal your hat. You know, that's the other thing I like about this game. In most video games, you don't even see children. But this game openly accepts them and draws them in a really appealing way. I like it. Pardon me, Gret, but I just remembered I left the gardener's door open. Until later. Oh, of course. Until later. Master Mahler. Here you are finally at church, and it's not even Sunday. What can I say, Father Thomas? I missed you. You think all of this, your eternal salvation, is a joke? I wasn't trying to be disagreeable. Good Lord. Afternoon, Father Thomas. How's my favorite customer? Ah, Gret. No, I can't live without my rye. You're too kind. Please, enjoy it with my well wishes. I should be off. Be well, you two. Told you to leave me in peace. What are you doing here? Lucky! Long time no see. How are you? Still angry? Have you suffered a head injury in the 10 minutes since we last spoke? Are you following me, Andreas? Yes? Ah, damn it. I told you to leave me alone. Lucky, leave the man be. He and I were talking about the church. All is well. Now tell me, how's my wall? The damage is not difficult to repair. I can do it next week. And I can put the fallen stones back up now. That would be marvelous. I'm sure the lady would appreciate it too. But please, don't risk yourself. Get some younger men to help you. Need a hand, Lucky? At least you were honest. Lucky is going to be guilty of the murder of Andreas. Nah, I'm not going to have that bad a playthrough. Afternoon, Father Thomas. Andreas. Lucky, see you soon. Don't work too hard, eh? Even at his age, Lucky is quite able. Only Big Yord can match his strength. Thank you for your labors, Lucky. Tell me. Father Thomas might know where the men go fishing. But if I ask him, he'll know I actually am following Lucky, which he could tell Lucky later. Lucky would be unhappy about that, especially after I implied he might have killed Lorenz. Lucky would be unhappy about that, especially since I already admitted to following him. Hey, he'll be furious if rumor got around town that I suspect him of killing Lorenz. And it's not a good idea to get on the bad side of a man who's so strong. I doubt I can hold my own against him. Tell me, Father Thomas, is a waterfall where Lucky and old Otto go fish? Do I need to ask this? I do. I didn't know there were so many fish there. I've heard salmon and trout gather at the base of the falls, yes. I'm not much of a fisherman myself, a bit squeamish, you understand. Why do you ask? Surely you're not really following Lucky. He's an honorable man, Andreas. Sorry I have to go. Be well. Ah, go with Christ. Oh, goodbye? Very unusual man. I I suppose it's better than letting them suffer. Good Lord. So at the beginning of the game, Lucky was arguing with the Baron, and now we know that he's definitely physically capable of murdering him, so watch out for him. Absolutely. Until later, Otto. Two innocents? That's strange. Are these two people? Are there two people are buried here? Children, perhaps? Could they be Lucky's children? But why would they be buried outside the churchyard then? It's almost like someone was trying to hide them. Oh, and he left a note with the flowers. Remember the girl. One grave for two innocents. The red bird flies. Ooh. Very similar to the other notes I found. Someone was trying to lure Lucky to the chapter house to kill Baron Rothvogel. It remains to be seen if he did. Damn, I've lost Lucky. This grave does seem important to him, but could it be motive enough for him to kill Lorenz? I won't know until I figure out who's buried here. Time to eat. Lucky really seems suspicious, but we still don't know why he was so upset at the Baron, right? Looks like the maybe the Baron beat one woman, beat one man, and maybe murdered another woman here. It seems like the Baron has done all types of fucked up things in this village. How do you get to the waterfall anyway? The waterfall must flow down from the snow melt in the mountains above the abbey. Rotten and full of bugs. No wonder Otto has to split it up. Meadow. Smokey's home. Who's Smokey? Smokey. Oh, Master Mahler? Yes. We met once before, I think. You were drawing something by the waterfall. I'm Smokey. Well, Adam, but people call me Smokey. You're the charcoal burner. Whoa. Yes, I have to stay out here in the forest near the kiln. Is there anything I could do for you? Would you mind if I joined you for a meal? Was I supposed to join anybody else for a meal today? I don't think so, right? Are you sure? Why wouldn't I be? Most decent folk don't like to associate with my kind. They like the charcoal, but they hate the burner. They're idiots. Let's eat. Hey, well then, I suppose you're welcome. This all right with you, Vescla? I suppose. Hey, a black guy. I just realized. Think it's the first one. All right, good, good. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. 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 Thank you for the hospitality. Of course, we're glad to have you. How else would Václav get his town gossip? Stop. I don't. All right, all right. I was only kidding. If gossip is what you crave, dear Václav, I am more than happy to provide. I don't. Smokey is... I like to talk to people about their beliefs, that's all. Not gossip. Smokey was making a stupid joke. Don't mind him. Don't sulk about it, then. Jerky. Hey, these people know how to eat. In truth, I'm the gossip master Marla. I can't carouse with proper people, but I like to know what's going on. If you tell me some of your gossip, I'll tell you some of mine. That sounds reasonable. I've heard that Big York, the Gertner's boy, is up to mischief with one of the sisters at the Abbey. That doesn't surprise me. The good brothers and sisters may have the townfolk fooled, but not old Smoky. They get up to all sorts of things in these woods. Delicious. Please tell. Smoky. Oh, please. No one around here cares if I live or die. They sure don't care about what I say to people. Psst, until they do. Fine, say what you want. You know that monk and nun who do the shopping in town? Brother Woslav and Sister Matilda? Well, they do more than shop together. They mean the woods sometimes, where no one can see. No one except old Smoky. And they do the things adults do. You understand? Smoky. Woslav killed him. Woo! Woslav killed him. What? It's true. Smoky the Voyeur. Who would have guessed? It's not like that. Just, it's impossible to avoid noticing out here in the woods. Sound carries, you know. Good for them. If they're happy, what's the harm? They certainly seemed happy. Very happy, if you get my meaning. You heard anything else lately? Nothing else comes to mind. God dug it. Good. Gossip makes trouble and can get people hurt. When you become such an old woman, Vaxlav, you're no fun at all. No one's getting hurt. We're just telling stories. All right, then, what have you heard? Vaxlav knows something about the prior, don't you, Vaxlav? Why are you dragging me into this? Look, either you tell the story, I'll tell my version of it. Stupid. Fine. A few weeks back, I saw that man, the Hungarian, in the woods. He was doing some kind of ritual with blood. That's not a good sign. The use of blood is often associated with black magic. Black magic? Well, I don't care what color it is. It sounds bad to me. Whose blood was it? His. He cut his hand in the middle of the ritual and dripped the blood into a cup, I think. Holy smokes! Yeah, lucky he's a bit suspicious, but we still need to know who's in that grave, though. Kept repeating some phrase over and over. Seeks, Luke's, Ten Avery, or something. Scared you, didn't he, Backslab? Well, I don't mind if people have strange beliefs. Let people do what they want. Just don't like blood. What's inside the body should stay inside. Some invocations require a blood sacrifice so the spirit has something material to work through. Work through? Yes, to do the bidding of the practitioner. That sounds bad. You heard anything else lately? No, nothing. No matter, there's plenty more to tell. Well, the whole town's built on Roman ruins, right? Pieces of an old town set underneath the abbey, too. Hundreds of years ago, the Romans built all sorts of things up here. Then one day they just vanished. We built on their old bones. You still have to be careful when you step in this forest. You're liable to fall into an old ruin. Or get scared halfway to the grave by a ghost. It's true, Smokey saw a ghost. Ooh, I love ghost stories. As do I, but this is no story. It was late evening. The moon was high, painting the leaves all soft and silver. I heard a rustling in the meadow, like wind through the grass, like whispers. I looked up. This is my favorite part. This is good. And there he was, standing in the meadow like he's carved out of moonlight, bent near in half. He looks at me, and it's like I've been speared straight through my soul. Just these two eyes like dark pools, boring right into me. And his edges, the borders of them, they shimmer. So hard it hurts to look straight at him. I can't help it. I blink. Like God himself closed my eyes. This chill wind blows through me, the very breath of winter. And when I look back, he's gone. What is the problem? There we go. I love that story. good story. Well told. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. I think others have seen what I've seen. Must have been a lot of godless Romans under this dirt. Anyways, these ruins are haunted. Hey, Smokey, I have to get back to sharpening knives for the Albanians. All right. Enough talking. Good meal. Good to see you, Master Mauler. Drop by again sometime. Thank you for having me, Smokey. Until next time. Very nice. That was time well spent. I should get some sleep. Okay. Whoops. Anything I could do now that I couldn't do before? Not really, right? No choice but to go back to bed. Zimmerman House. Bauer Farm. Gertner Farm. Ooh. What do we have here? Andreas. Christ. There you are. Brother Wolslaw, what's the matter? It's the Archdeacon. He's come early with an entire retinue in tow. He's questioning everyone who knew the Baron and Brother Piero. I've already told him the little I know. He expects to speak with you tomorrow at noon. He requested you specifically. Did you say why? No secret, you've been poking about the town and the abbey, sticking your nose in the rot. I hope your prying has borne fruit, or Piero's neck will meet the sword. I've done my best with the time I've had. If only I had a couple more days. Whatever happens, Piero knows you've been working hard on his behalf, and he's grateful for it. Only, Andreas, what is it? It's just, you know as well as I do, the Baron was not a good man. I'm not saying he deserved what he got, just you think hard about what you tell the Archdeacon and who you tell him about. You understand? Your word, I'll tell the Archdeacon what I've heard of Sister Matilda. All I'm saying is, if in your searching you heard anything about her, I'd ask you to keep it to yourself. I'll do what I can to protect Sister Matilda from censure. That's all I would ask of you. I shall return to Curacao. The abbot will be having a fit right now. Be well, Andreas. I will pray for Piero's deliverance tonight. You should as well. I think Wolslaw did it, which puts me in a really bad position because I think I have to snitch on Matilda in order to let people know that he's the one who did it. And I don't feel comfortable with just letting Piero die. They're just not gonna let me clean that up, huh? Wait, what? Yeah, oh well. It's getting late, I should get some rest. Go to sleep. Damn. Why him? Andreas, when are you coming home? Dad, I'll be home soon. I'm a little nervous about this girl. Sabine? Don't worry yourself over it. So there's two parts to this, right? On the one hand, you have who is the person that was actually in that room who killed the Baron. Then there's the other part of who's been writing all these notes to set up the Baron to be killed. Lucky is known as an honorable man, so I feel like if he had killed the Baron, he'd just tell people that he had killed the Baron. Widow is too old and frail. Piero, I also don't believe it. He comes off as too old and frail. Wolslaw is obviously not. I mean, he's not necessarily in his prime, but he certainly seems like physically capable of being able to have killed the Baron. And with Matilda, he has motive to have killed the Baron. That's why I think he did it. I barely knew your mother before we were married. Besides, you need a wife if you're going to start your workshop as a master. That's the law. Yes, of course. You're not going to quit this like you quit university, are you? Ha ha. No, of course not. Good. If it weren't for the work I did for the rector, you never would have had the opportunity. Most people never get a second chance after they throw something away like that. I know, Dad. We'll see you when you get back. Sure, all right. Oh, it's you. I only have the picture of you, the one my brother Daniel made. I really don't have any idea what you're like. Are you really that pretty? Is this your imagination or Daniel's portrait? I suppose it's both. Which do you think is the greater liar, his portrait or your imagination? My imagination is quite rich, you know. You would think that. Well, naturally. Fimric, you know what? He's also a good possibility. Especially since he's slitting his freaking hands in the middle of the woods and whatnot. But I don't know. I just feel like Wolslav loves her. And I'm sure it drove him to Raise to find out what had happened to her. And he wasn't able to really do anything about it. Like, even when they sent her away, he couldn't be with her. I'm sure she was absolutely stewing, you know? It's never the one you most expect, and it's never the one you least expect. So you should pick the one you most medium suspect. That's a good call, Carefree. I'll see you soon, Andreas. For real, I mean. I suppose that's true. Until then. Welcome back, Andreas. It has been too long since you have graced this court with your presence. Apologies, your majesty. My mind has been preoccupied by a tragedy at Kearsall Abbey. So this is his imagination we're in. I didn't realize that at the beginning. In that case, Andreas killed Loritz. What manner of tragedy? The murder of a nobleman, a close friend of the Prince Bishop of Freesing. My friend, Brother Piero, is the abbot's only suspect. I know that he could not have done it. How do you know? Examine your assumptions, my son. In addition to having no motive and violence not being part of his character, he's not physically capable of the act. He's of limited strength and has a palsy in his hand that makes holding a paintbrush difficult. A whole lot of inconceivable shit happens on this hell of an earth, Andreas. I just don't believe he could have done it. That has to be a better explanation. So what do you intend to do about it? Well, when I'm brought before the Archdeacon, I'll tell him what I know about the other people who had motives to kill the Baron. I have to believe he'll see there are much more likely suspects than Piero. Why have you taken this task upon yourself? I have to save Brother Piero's life. He has no one else to help him. Your love for and devotion to him speak well of your character. A man who is humble before his elders honors also his gods. Of course you'd say that, old man. He is right, though. If Andreas doesn't help him, no one will. Exactly. Now, I understand why the brothers and sisters cannot act against the abbot, but I must do something. Why does that shit for brains abbot care about the death of a useless fart like Lorenz Rathvogel anyway? Powerful people get upset when other powerful people are murdered. This could threaten the existence of the Abbey. Oh no, the Abbey! Who gives a damn about those hypocritical assholes? In any case, Andreas' ability to prevent Piero's death depends on the judgment of the Archdeacon. Wise or foolish, corrupt or just, the Archdeacon will be the first and possibly final arbiter of Piero's guilt. Andreas must win the Archdeacon to his side, using the tools favored by men such as him. Authority? Despite your talent, you are merely an artist. He has been invested with power by the Prince Bishop of Freesing. You have no authority with him. Reason? When's the last time you met a man who was truly ruled by reason? Wisdom? Wisdom can be shared, but the audience may not comprehend it. Honesty? You must be honest in all things, Andreas, but many are not willing to accept the truth. And the cost of honesty can be high. If reason, wisdom, honesty, and authority cannot triumph, what am I left with? Hope, lies, truth. Above all, faith in providence. Well, what do you plan to tell the Archdeacon, Andreas? There were other people in Curacao and Tassing who had motives to kill the Baron. The widow Kemperin despised Lorenz for maiming her late husband. Maimed how? The Baron beat him savagely following an argument about trespassing on the Kemper's farm. Well, I can't disagree with your assessment of them. His injuries were so severe that they never truly healed and he needed a cane to walk. He died less than a year ago. Ottilia is certain it's because of the wounds he received that day. Why did the two quarrel? My understanding is that it was simply an argument about trespass that got out of hand. And now I suppose that she will lose her home. My apologies, his home. For what reason? Should Anae's widow not live out her remaining days in peace? She should, but she won't. She didn't squeeze out any little Kempers for old Rannig, so away the house goes. Yes, because women must fight to own property. We exist on the sufferance of men. Well, we all must abide by the same law. No, we don't. There's one law for your kind and another for mine. Men made the law. It is within their power to unmake it. Block, what's going on, Matt? Yeah, I'm a little bit late. I won't go on much longer, but I can only stream when the wife and the little girl are asleep, so it is what it is. Maybe one day, when I'm able to do this for more hours, I'll stream at a better time. You doing all right? You think these pricks are going to hand over the power and wealth they've hoarded since time immemorial? No wonder your sex is so stunted. You don't have the balls to take what you're owed. Damn! Oh, snap. No, Grobian. Men and women are equal in most natures, but women are the weaker sex. This poses a difficult question that Andreas must answer. How could a woman of Attilia's age overpower a healthy man like the Baron? About to lay it down. I got you. Yeah. Hoping for a good holiday. Man, I always enjoy Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorites. Looking forward to some good eating tomorrow. I must admit, it seems unlikely she could have stabbed the Baron with his own knife. If you mean to convince the Archdeacon that an old woman killed the Baron, this will be a difficult obstacle to overcome. Are there any others you suspect? Sister Matilda was badly beaten by the Baron for resisting his advances. She almost died. Take care, Nemesis. Have a good one. Why was the Baron not punished for it? It seems the Baron was beyond the reach of justice, at least at the time. Mother Cecilia sent Sister Matilda away to a hermitage to recover away from the rest of the nuns. How did you come to this understanding? Mother Cecilia told me that the Baron had harmed a nun during his last visit, but would not tell me more. I crept into the Abbey's library after dark and investigated the nuns' admittance records to learn the sister's name. Once I knew the name, I confronted Matilda and she admitted what happened. You risked a great deal by trespassing in the library. Right. Andreas might have seen the monks and nuns fucking. Scandalous behavior. Lorenz couldn't get his way with a nun and he almost killed her for it. I wish I could say it's surprising. Do you believe Sister Matilda is strong enough to have overpowered the Baron and taken his knife? She is one of the strongest nuns at Curacao due to her responsibilities as cellarer. While that is a fair observation, it sounds more possible than probable. Are there any others you suspect? Prince Ferric feared the Baron would report his occult interest to inquisitors. How so? Prior Fenric and the Baron shared a fascination with the occult text. The Baron was pressuring the prior into performing a ritual for him while he was visiting Curacao. When Fenric refused, the Baron threatened to turn him in to the Inquisition. How did you come by this knowledge? I found written evidence, a letter from Fenric to the Baron in which he discusses all of these matters. It is a dangerous thing, a monk dabbling in the occult. His very soul could be in danger. Forget the soul. He could have been defrocked, excommunicated, even killed, all for a little curiosity. Better to stay stupid and ignorant. That's what I say. We're well aware the lust for knowledge can be as dangerous as any other desire. True. Perhaps Prior Fenric believed his faith would defend him against the temptations of such knowledge. Even so, simply seeking out, acquiring, and reading those books would open him to suspicion from the Inquisition. Prior Fenric feared loss of his status, his life, and even God's grace. Is Prior Fenric strong enough to disarm the Baron of his own knife and turn it against him? Perhaps with magical aid, yes. It must be considered as a possibility given his interest and motive. Ooh, people didn't automatically say I was crazy. They really believed this. Hey, with the right ritual, he could get superhuman strength. The times we live in. Are there any others you suspect? I found no other suspects. You have brought a worthy mystery before this court, Andreas. I pray to God we have granted you the insight you need to face the coming challenge. Thank you, Your Majesty. I am prepared to meet the day. Before you go, Andreas, there's one more thing to consider. You will be summoned to the Archdeacon to tell him what you know, but you need not tell him everything. I think I understand. There's a place for a noble lie. This is not one of them. Why? The Baron is dead. All of the people with a motive to kill him suffered, either directly or indirectly, from his wickedness. Simply mentioning a name to the Archdeacon may endanger them, whether they had anything to do with the murder or not. Right? No point in throwing everyone waist deep into shit. I protest any attempt at deception, but you must ultimately follow your own conscience, Andreas. Little time remains before you must stand before the Archdeacon. Use it wisely. I have faith in Providence. Until we meet again, Andreas, God be with you. And also with you, Your Majesty. Time to get back to work. Not tired yet. Perhaps at the compline. Hi, Ursula. Ender. It will be fun to have you spinning with us, Andreas. I hope we see you in the spinning bee. All right. I think we'll cut it off here. I am tired as hell. We've made good progress. And it seems like we're pretty close to solving the murder. Or at least solving the murder as well as I'll be able to in my particular playthrough. We'll see how it works out, but I'm enjoying this. Like I said, there definitely won't be any videos Thursday or Friday, but I might get back to it this weekend. I'm definitely want to stream some more this weekend though, because if at all possible, I'd really, really like to get through with this playthrough before Midnight Suns comes out. It will kind of suck to have to stop this playthrough midway through in order to start playing Midnight Suns. I don't want to do that. So we'll see how it works out. But hopefully we'll be able to balance it. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Hope you all have an absolutely fantastic holiday tomorrow and that you have fun with your families. Depending on when I get through with the folks, I might jump on tomorrow night actually, but we'll see. Otherwise, if I don't see you, hope all of you do well and take care. You too, Jason. Glad you're able to jump on. Have a nice holiday, man. Get some rest. Take care, Three. Bye, Toxic. Take care, Flock. Have a good one, man.